You remember when you were a kid and you watched the bottom of the screen and everything was scrolling down there and you're like, where's my school, where's my school? And then they went to a commercial break and you missed the whole thing. That's the beauty of today's social media and everything we do digitally. It's all online, so you can find who's canceled, who is not. And I would tell you that most are canceled today. The roads are still awful this morning. It is bitterly cold. We may get a few flakes. The sun will finally return this afternoon and stick around. Yesterday, it came out for a few minutes, made you happy, then went away. Today it comes back. Melting will take place. Main roads will get in better shape, but then they freeze tonight with another very cold night. And Wednesday morning, with the moisture from melting precipitation and light winds, we might have to watch for freezing fog. Let's worry about that later, but I got to throw it out there for you. You do see some clouds that are spreading in right now, so you look at the top, on the top two where we can see the sky. And there's definitely more clouds that have come back. They've stopped us from getting colder. We did not break a record this morning. Kind of shocked, but we did not have a great forecast on that. We were saying about 9. We didn't get much below 14, 15, at least the way it stands right now. And forewarned Doppler radar, I'm not detecting lake effect, although there are a lot of clouds in the area lakes. And you see, radar is detecting flakes aloft. Remember, we're shooting high into the clouds from the beam over there. But that means lift is coming in this morning. And as that lift comes in, it may enhance some of the lake effect clouds. So if you live south of an area lake, southeast really, you may get some lake effect snow flurries this morning. 15s, 14s, 16. Didn't drop a lot overnight, didn't rise much yesterday. It's still bitterly cold out there. And notice the wind direction. It is generally out of the north. So if you live south of an area lake, you might see some lake effect. But those winds, maybe 12, 10, it's enough to add a wind chill, but it's not as rough as it was yesterday. So here's what we're dealing with this morning. What came through yesterday, out of here. Got out of here quickly around midnight. We had a break with some clearing. Now the next one is moving in very quickly. This disturbance should be out of here by about 10 or so this morning. So for the next few hours, clouds, maybe a flake comes out of the clouds. The models want to put us at 30 this afternoon. I'll be happy if they're right. I think we'll fall into the upper 20s or be in the upper 20s. But you notice Texas is very cold. Not as many freezing spots as yesterday. Austin gets above freezing. Louisiana's so cold. New Orleans only 44 degrees. And the bitterly cold air shifting to the East Coast. Now, the storm from yesterday, I mean, yesterday morning, this was covered in ice and snow. You got lake effect, but that's it. Northern New England, some snow, little rain in the southeast. No big storm. Now they're digging out. The next front is already on the map. This one's not really strong, but there's another one behind it. So at least 2 more good cold fronts. This one will reinforce some of the colder air, but not make it any colder by the middle of the week. All the blue, extreme cold warnings that are in effect, and you're feeling it. But tomorrow we do moderate the temperatures. While it's still very cold up here, we get a southwest wind that pushes us up to about 40 tomorrow. This isn't really warm, but it's an improvement over what we've seen. So what happens today, the winds are still out of the north. We've got these clouds this morning. They'll break up. Noon, low 20s, upper 20s this afternoon. 1 or 2 spots down south where there's less white stuff on the ground, might hit freezing. And then tonight we'll get cold again. Now tonight winds are pretty light. Tomorrow the clouds come in, but a southwest wind gets us to about 40-ish in the afternoon. We'll do some melting. Tomorrow night, because we've melted and we have a southwest wind that's ahead of this next cold front coming in, there's the possibility we get freezing fog tomorrow night as we drop into the 20s. Got to be wary about that by Wednesday morning, and then the skies will clear in the afternoon. 7-day forecast, 28 today, still bitterly cold. It's nicer this afternoon, though. You'll walk outside and go, yeah, it feels better. 40 tomorrow, 40 on Wednesday after some morning possibilities of fog. And then Thursday, mostly cloudy. That's probably the warmest day we get this work week, if you're still working this week. 45 degrees, and then we get an Arctic front Friday. Now, there were concerns a few days ago. We might see some active weather. We're not. Maybe it's a sprinkle or a flurry. That's it. And then we get cold Saturday, only 34 with a low of 19 in the morning. Sunday looks pretty chilly as well.